Yeah, good luck finding them. I'll come out here and look.
I know I'm finding it, but
See,
it takes a while.
This goes north the whole way to the Finger Lakes, New York. Yep.
From here, that way, New York, or this way?
Whichever way is north.
I don't
And
know.
seeing as that is west.
Yeah.
North is that way.
Wow. Look at this.
North is that way to the Finger Lakes.
Man, I like down there looking for rocks. Good too. I can hit it.
This is steep, narrow, hazardous trail. Please be careful.
Yep. Looks beautiful, by the way. Ooh.
And I'm calling for a ride.
Yeah, right. Just fly.
I ain't climbing nothing.
No, just fly.
Beautiful in here. Yo,
Yeah, just fly down.
Sheba. Following the trail, I don't know what. This is the first time. نصب عليه انا شكو لاقك.
You go to the left.
So Rob, where are we heading now?
We're just heading down into the canyon. It's going to wind around a couple of times, but eventually it's about a 1.5 mile round trip. So probably about
No, an hour and a half, I thought it said.
No, it's 1.5. I thought it said 1.5 miles.
Did it say 1.5 miles or 1 hour and a half?
To be honest, I wasn't sure. I was more captivated from the photos
This
and
is
the image
trail.
and
Yeah,
the place.
canyon to the
I'm
bottom.
talking here,
You gotta
okay.
walk all the way back up, right? You got good speeds.
Pretty good drop.
Guys, we made it. Keri potty hai. We're gonna be good. So honestly, it's beautiful in here.
We're surprised when you see wildlife too.
That's what I was gonna say. Just imagine a wildlife out here.
Well, you
I
saw
never
this
used to be.
fourth one further off to the side. That looks an awful fucking lot like a wolf track.
I believe it.
Wolf?
It might be
There's
wild,
only one,
wild
yeah.
dogs, wolf or coyote.
You know, there's only
Can you
one.
get a close up of that?
Can't
track?
see none. No
Where is it? Oh,
That track right there. It looks like a wolf, looks like a wolf track.
yeah, I can see 5 palms,
Yeah.
which is basically the characteristics of canine. So you're right. الحلو بالموضوع شلون بروحنا مقطوعين غابة. اوه لا يغرك المشي شي بس ترى وايد شي من حدرة صايرة.
Well, we're about probably a quarter to a third of the way down the side of the canyon. As you can see, still between the trees, you can see a lot of purple in the mountain behind us. That's the backdrop. And even though it looked kind of close, it's actually probably a few hundred yards away. Hard shot for a rifle. Beautiful Pennsylvania. If you want to do a panoramic at some point in time, nothing but thick woods as far as the eye can see. And this is actually a state park for Pennsylvania and New York State. So you can follow the canyon the whole way. You can follow the canyon the whole way north to the Finger Lakes.
Unreal.
And
So
that's a
that
hell of a
stream,
long
that
trip,
stream
dude.
is all the way to New York.
Yeah.
This stream.
Oh, no, not necessarily the stream, the canyon.
The canyon.
Goes the whole way to the Finger Lakes in New York. We're at the northern border of Pennsylvania, so it's not that far to New York, but the Finger Lakes is a ways up into New York. So it's, when you're in any kind of state parks or anything like that, specifically Pennsylvania, if you're on the trails, pay attention to signs like this because they do mean what they're saying. Warning, this is a steep, narrow, hazardous trail. Please be extremely careful and stay on the trail. Now, what this sign doesn't mention, it's just common sense, they expect people should know this, is if you see a bear or a bobcat or a mountain lion, don't feed it.
Really don't. They'll feed you.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You don't want predators thinking of you as, oh, that guy's got food.
You'll be rolling like a motorhome.
cutoff.
You be what? Ooh. شكله.
Like that.
I hope we don't see, like, I hope that doesn't hit somebody in the head. It's on the
Well, still going by the way. Yeah. هذه الشيبة. So how far away do you think it is?
To the bottom,
Yeah.
probably still another 1,000, 1,200 feet.
مم. ماشية طويلة. وناسة بس مشي وايد ما توقعته كذي. حلو فيها درجة الحرارة حلوة تقريبا تحت 20 فيها 18 19 بس لا يزال زحف.
In survival, the best thing to do is avoid at all costs contact with wild animals. Even the ones that aren't dangerous, fucking dangerous and they can hurt you.
Absolutely.
if you are in a situation where you are being attacked by a predator and cannot get away, if you are being mauled by a bear, a wildcat, anything like that, the cat or bear will have to bite you for their main attack because that's their main source of attack. And that's what makes them vulnerable. If you are ever attacked by a wild animal or even a mad dog that's somebody else's dog or an attack dog, if you take that predator's eye out, if you take your thumb and stick it in one of the eye sockets and rip, the animal will stop attacking you because while you, if you're blinded by the animal, can still survive because we take care of each other, a mountain lion knows for a fucking fact that if it cannot see, it cannot hunt. And if it cannot hunt, it cannot live. A predator will leave you alone if you rip its eyes out.
But I have a problem with that issue is the fact that if you are attacked and you can't even get to the eyes, the best thing to do is to roll and cover yourself like a baby.
Curl into a fetal
Curl
ball.
into a fetus. And don't move. It'd be hard not to do. But don't move and I don't think you're dead and it'll leave you alone. But as long as you're aggressive, it'll still stare at you, right? If you can't get to the eyes.
Yeah, if you can't get at the eyes, yeah.
Right. I go for the throat
Go
myself
fetal.
personally. Go for the throat and don't let go. Or put it in a chokehold. Let
That's
go.
their advice.
You know, and what would you do, honestly? I don't know.
Just to
I don't
clarify,
know.
it's not my
Really,
advice.
take
I know
over
shit.
immediately.
I'll tell you, the eye thing works. If you rip all over Pennsylvania specifically, now my specialty is actually Pennsylvania, but all over Pennsylvania, there are streams that start halfway up a mountain, just springing out of the rocks. These are known as natural springs, and they're caused by underground water sources that become artesian wells. Like if we were to build out here and tap into the underground source of this, it would be an artesian well. As soon as you hit it, it's pushing water up, and it will not stop pushing water until God returns and changes the rules.
But isn't it possible there may be a cave up in
It
here?
is entirely possible, absolutely. In
And
fact,
that water's ice cold, so
Um,
that means it's underground fed, right?
the Penn's Caves in Pennsylvania are actually a cave system with two openings that have an entrance and an exit with an underground stream running through it that actually feeds a lake on the opposite
It's
side.
like the Freeburg Cave, there's water in there too.
I'm sure you'll see another episode where we go to Penn's Caves and take a look inside there. Some of the beautiful stalactites and stalagmites. But Pennsylvania is filled with wild, natural beauty that has nothing to do with man, except that the more we touch it, the more fucked up it becomes.
Yeah, we destroy it. This is awesome. This water's really cold.
I bet you can drink that.
Oh, I knew you could. I don't think it. Yeah, that's all mine.
So we're close by, huh?
I'm like that though.
We're close to the river, close to the bottom. As you can see, I can throw a rock and hit the bottom easily.
No,
I
that's
can
not.
almost-
That's not the bottom of it.
No, but I
bottom.
can
This
see the
one.
river. I can even hear it.
No, it runs down through to the
That
bottom.
is not a river. That is a tributary that feeds into the river at the bottom.
Yeah.
So we've been heading
Here it comes
that
down.
way.
Yeah, and we have a ways to go yet.
We have a little ways to go, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Then
That
you
is
can
really
see-
cool. I like that.
And the path is dropping down as we walk, side back
This
to the mountain.
is like another vein through the mountain.
This is a tributary that feeds
Yeah.
into the river that created
Yeah.
the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon, or
What do you
rather
call
part of
it?
it.
Tributary. I call
Speak
it a
up.
vein. A vein. I don't call it a vein, whatever.
A moment, الحين دازينه.
Tributary, yeah, I call it just a- There ain't no mountain around here that feeds off of.
The Selinsgrove is a town just on the Susquehanna River, not far from where the west branch and east branch of the Susquehanna River is.
Yeah, but that's a, well, I'm all aware of that, but where I'm
Pennsylvania.
standing on this side,
Message. Ah! Don't tell me I'll be going this way.
Pennsylvania
Yee.
is a section of the mountain. According to geology, the oldest mountain chain in the world.
Right.
It's actually two different mountain chains.
right?
One of them, the Appalachian Mountains in Pennsylvania, New York, Virginia, West Virginia, and the other, its sister mountain,
Colorado, Rocky Mountain.
is in Eastern Europe.
East off. I thought you were talking
You
Rocky
can tell
Mountain.
because Appalachia, according to science, Appalachia used to look like the Rocky Mountains, and weather over billions and billions of years has worn it down
Supposedly
and down
billions
and
of
down.
years.
So the really tall mountains are the youngest. We have people coming.
Okay, march on.
The quick hits back.
Wow, that's really awesome looking now. Just imagine getting paid to build this. It's like, thanks, man. I'm getting build beauty. And I'm having a good time now.
Right.
I'm getting paid to do it, to build this. No, we're going down here in the canyon. Heavily now.
Look at that drop. There's another
That's
tall
why
drop
they
right
don't
there.
have us walking on a trail. They have us walking on platforms because it's so dangerous in this area.
Yeah, and so you can really watch it fly away. What do you think is probably good? It'll put you down in the river.
Hey, look down on the hill, that waterfall. That is beautiful from here. That there's probably 40, 50 feet, maybe more. The eyes are deceiving. Look at that there, man. That is really beautiful. You see that waterfall going down? That is awesome. I'm done.
زحف مو صج. الجو حلو.
That is why in
لحظة.
That.
if you're in a survival situation and you're separated from man or the things of man and you're trying to find population,
Yes.
you do not go upriver. Going upriver, you can't go up that. However, downriver, you can always find a way down.
And plus,
So-
if you go down river, if you follow water down, it's going to take you somewhere where there's going to be civilization, not
Exactly.
up. If you go up, you're going to keep going up like this.
Humans tend to flock where there's fresh water sources, which means you find the fresh water and follow it downstream. And in
Yeah.
survival situations, do not use the bathroom upstream of your camp. Otherwise, you'll be drinking piss. That's awful.
So there you go, survival. Head down.
مشكلة الدرب يخرع صج. ازحف إلى الأمام. انطلق. أحلى شيء الموضوع قطعوا بروحك بالغابة. إيه.
Oh yeah, if you go down that.
If you go further and start going, you're done. If you're going to keep going. Gravity's going to pull you down there so quick, you don't even know what happened. Yeah, everybody's mentioning about how far we're going. We're not going to make it all
I
the way
can't
down
get
to
around the
bottom.
camera because I have no which direction to pass.
Well, yeah, we're not going to make it down to the bottom in time.
This.
See that ridge? That's all.
Ah, that's beautiful.
Hey,
What?
look, I evaluated like that. I look across there and I see that ridge
Uh-huh.
drop down all the way where we're at here. That's not far down there yet.
We're about 2/3 of the way down.
Ooh,
We're not gonna have time to get to the
no
bottom.
way. I'm already feeling it in my chest.
At 5, I set a time limit of 5:45 before we turn and start going back, just so we're backed up by 7:45, which is around the time of the fucking sundown.
Hey, my friend, that means I have service.
You have service.
كالعادة تحطهم.
We're gonna need at least an hour and a half.
بس ما راح اقول لا. رحت رديت قاعد ازحف بالغابة.
I had to make a noise.
ورا بري.
Hey, buddy. How you? I don't make sugar in my face. That's fine. Look at this. Hey, look at this, buddy, down here behind me.
Oh.
You don't want to fall down there.
Ah.
Hey, man. Hey, what's that? Somebody got that first door. All right.
Dave?
Go ahead, then. Are you coming?
Go.
Go ahead. No, seriously, go ahead. I'm right with you.
At this point in our journey, we're a little over halfway down the mountain. We're close to the tributary that feeds into the river that made this canyon, but we're still quite a ways from the bottom. We've been on the trail. What do you think, Dave? About 45 minutes to an hour?
Every bit. And the principle of this conversation is that you don't want to get down too far, knowing that if you're going to get down that far, if there's going to be a storm coming, getting dark, you don't want to be walking the stroll back with your phone, with your flashlight. That'd be very inconvenient and dangerous. So it's advisable to, we've never been here before, so we're just taking it as we come, and it's getting pretty far to go yet. So we decide we're going to turn around, head back up. It's going to take longer to go up than it did to come down. Amen. Ain't that the gospel? I'm thirsty. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. Best way for me to get a drink right here, I'm going to go right here. I'm going to move this rock. I'm going to put it back, though. You don't want to disturb a natural formation, right? When I move this rock, look at this.
Das Wasser nicht.
See? Huh? See?
Kuhn habt ihr geschießen. Nicht das Wasser.
في زق يا ولد.
Really? It's good.
في زق. يقول لك في زق بالألماني.
You use 2 hands to get plenty of water, right?
اوكي.
Absolutely.
Kuhn
Okay.
I wanted to make sure I got a drink.
Kuhn habt ihr geschießen.
Hey, look, I put the rock back.
يقولها بالألماني إنه في زقان بقر وطيب. اوكي.
Cow pack.